What's going on, guys? Ryan with Jedha Patrol back with another episode of 6 Scale News. Let's get started. That's right, guys. Ryan back with another video today. 6 Scale News. Super exciting episode. A lot of stuff to talk about. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got the book here. We're going to open this up. If you were wondering what the heck this is the Hot Toys Shock Trooper. I freaking love this thing, and there's some relevance to why I've got that here on the table today. By the way, how you liking all this? We changed it up, just flipped the camera around. And did you catch my Hulkbuster unboxing and review video? If you didn't, go watch that, then come back here, because honestly, that was a pretty cool video, and I would love to hear from you guys what you thought about it. It seems to be well received, so that's cool, so thank you. Well, let's get into the news, guys. I got my book. If you guys don't know, if you're your first time here, I try to do this at least once or twice a week, 6 Scale News, talk about what's coming in, what's going out of stock, which figures you should buy and maybe you should not buy. And I've got my Rogue One book right here, and I've got some controversial thoughts on one particular announcement that was made this week. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. I have my book here, and I also have my iPad, because honestly, I want to look at some of these photos. I'll throw them up on the screen, but for you guys, I'll actually want to see them here myself. So first one, let's get into new announcements, new drops on Hot Toys land. Let's talk about this. The first one being finally coming out here, and the Antioc Spider. The Antioc Spider. This one, I've got photos of it here, guys. Let's see if I can't pull these up here for myself, but the Antioc Spider suit, I think, looks super cool. If you're a fan of the PS4 video game, this was actually a pretty sweet suit to have. So I kind of like this one. I like this one. There's two versions. There's a regular and a deluxe. I don't think it makes much sense, and I say this all the time, I don't think it makes much sense at all to get the regular. I think you should get the deluxe because it has these awesome Doc Ock tentacles. And I just think it's cool. It looks like, based on the photos and the promo photos or whatever, it looks like it's going to be a fun figure to pose. I think we're going to have the same issue of creasing in the suit, but we're kind of used to that by now. I think this is a cool one. I think it's going to look awesome on the shelf. Imagine this particular one next to one of the Neon Tech Iron Man. I think the second one, the version 2.0, the yellow one. That would be a cool display, honestly. I think so. I know the Neon Tech Iron Mans aren't like everybody's favorite, but these two together I think would look pretty cool. Maybe, I mean, well, then we're not going to get that figure. So the Yellow Jacket figure, that ain't never going to happen. But those two together, the Antioc suit and the Neon Tech Iron Man, I think would look sick. I like this one. I like the interchangeable eye plates, so it looks great. I like the black. I like the yellow. The luminous lighting effect, I think, is a throwaway option. I mean, it's cool that they're doing it. I don't think it really adds any value to the figure. I don't think anybody displays theirs in a way, or I don't think there's many people that display theirs in a way that would take advantage of that effect. So I think that's fine. I do think, based on the suit material, the clamp, the claw on the dynamic stand is absolutely going to damage that suit. So you may want to not use that. At least not for very long. It's definitely going to damage the suit. So that's the Spider-Man. Let's go ahead and get into Star Wars land, because they dropped some heat this week. Let me go ahead. I'm going to jump over to, let's get the Coruscant Guard out of the way, okay? The Coruscant Guard, because I want to spend some time on Darth Maul, and I don't want this to make an hour-long video. Coruscant Guard dropped. I like it. I'm buying it. The question is not whether or not you should buy it, or whether or not I'm going to buy it. The question is how many. How many? We're going to keep getting clones. We're going to get these Phase 2 helmets. I think are pretty sick. I would love, some other accessories would have been cool, but I don't know what else they really would have came with. We're going to get a set of hands. We're going to get the shock pole, the staff, and we're going to get their normal blaster. I don't know what else they would have came with, but the question, I've got is really how many. So they've got a promo photo in here. In fact, it has something to do with the next figure we're going to talk about, which is Darth Maul, which is, they've got these guys like carrying out Maul in their nice sarcophagus. I don't know how many of these I want. Now I've got this guy here because one, Shock Trooper's awesome. Number 2, another figure's releasing, which we're going to talk about a little bit. And then obviously the Coruscant Guard is going to look awesome next to this guy with a very similar, but not the same, similar paint application, right? Obviously different helmet, Imperial versus clone, anyways, different helmets. But the question is, how many of these do I need? I'm thinking 2. I'm thinking 2 might be the limit on where I'm going with this particular set. Let me know how many you plan on picking up. I think 2's probably going to be good for me. Now, the interesting part about this particular figure, based on the photos, okay, and we're going to tear apart some Darth Maul photos here in a second, guys. But based on the photos of this Coruscant Guard, the range of motion looks fantastic. I'm looking at a photo with the elbows are bent very tightly. And I quite like that because they're going to be able to get some awesome poses where he's holding the blaster up, you know, just kind of doing his thing. And I like it. I do like that the elbow is able to stand up high in one of these photos. The elbow is actually able to get up high. And I really quite like this figure a lot. So I'm definitely going to pick up 2. One of the photos for Darth Maul shows 4. I talked with another friend of mine yesterday. He said 4. I think, no, he said he already ordered 4. Yes, I won't tell you who, but it's somebody you know, and they ordered 4 of these guys. But yeah, I think this is super cool. I like the weathering, I like the paint apps, I like everything about it. So Coruscant Guard dropping. And guys, for all these figures, if you want, you can pre-order them at Sideshow Collectibles, or you can pre-order them at Collector's Own. I believe Collector's Own is sold out of these currently. Their allotment they get, they don't get very many. But they sell out very quickly. So if you want to use my discount code Patrol with Collector's Own, they get payment plans. They've got all kinds of crazy stuff going on right now. Go do that. If they're sold out, go check out Sideshow Collectibles because you can get them there too. Payment plans, all that kind of stuff. So very cool places to pick things up. Now these Coruscant Guards, again, I think I'm going to get 2 of them. I want to get into Darth Maul. Can we talk about Darth Maul for a second? I've seen so many posts of people out there just jumping up and down about this Darth Maul. And if you're excited about it, I am not here to rain on your parade. That is not what I'm trying to do here. But I want to raise some legitimate concerns about the figure. Now, let me preface this by saying I will be buying it. Okay, that's not even. I'm buying it because it's Clone Wars, and I'm the sucker for that. Okay, so we'll call it that. But I am not. Somebody who's just going to drool over everything Hot Toys drops and buy everything. I'm just not that. It's Clone Wars. I'm going to buy it. I have some issues with this particular figure. One, I've seen some people jumping up and down about the portrait. I don't care about the portrait. And this one, they're going, oh, it's like the Solo Maul. It's reused and it's whatever. And I honestly don't give a crap about any of that. I don't. You know, it's not like you're going to take this portrait and mistake it for Anakin or Darth Vader or Deadpool or whatever. It's Darth Maul. I don't really think that's an issue. It doesn't look like anybody else. You know, in the translation from an animated series to a live action portrait, I mean, we've already saw it. We saw it with Ahsoka. We saw it with Anakin and Obi-Wan. We saw it with Cody and Rex, all these guys. So they're translating animated into live action. So I don't really have a problem with the portrait. I don't have an issue with that. It's got the rolling eyes, so you can make him look wherever he wants to look. That's awesome. Cool with that. My issue has to do with the body. I have an issue with the body of this particular figure. Now, one, if you look closely at the photos, the one where he's dressed, they look great. The clothing looks great. If I can get through the right photo, that would be awesome. The photos where he is wielding his saber are so awkward. The posing, you can tell that whoever posed this figure for the photos struggled. They struggled hard. And then you're like, well, what the heck are you talking about? One, if you look at him, the photo with him when he has no shirt on, I don't know why you display him like that, but I guess people want it. Displaying with no shirt on, he has no bicep swivel. None, so he can't actually, no bicep swivel. I have a problem with that. Number 2, single jointed elbows. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. I can't tell you how much I hate single joint elbows. Can't stand them. They're the bane of the 6 scale community. I freaking hate them. Single jointed elbows should pass a figure released after like 2015 or 2016 should not have single jointed elbows or single jointed knees. Those are just complete The evidence is there. Look at the photos. Look how awkward this figure looks posing. I just, you know, I know people are going to say, oh, but a double jointed elbow would look terrible with his shirt off. Who the hell's going to display it with the shirt off? At what point in the Clone Wars does Maul like walk around with no shirt on? Like, when does that happen? No, I just don't. I don't like it. I experienced this dilemma with my Hulkbuster. I'll talk about the Hulkbuster. When Hot Toys initially announced the Hulkbuster, it had a range of motion and the hip and the torso and the legs and all this kind of. It looked awesome. And then they said, "Oh, well, the fans want us to put a Mark 43 in the suit. You want to fill the 6-scale figure? I want to buy a $400 6-scale figure and put it inside of a $1,200 6-scale figure and hide it." I don't know why, but whatever it is. So they killed the range of motion on the Hulkbuster as far as torso twists and legs and whatever, because it would be a problem. This is something like that, all right? This is, I think fans want this, so we're gonna make it, and even though it kills the range of motion, even though it kills all that, we're gonna do it. And I mean, you know, if I'm gonna put it in the museum pose, I guess I probably wouldn't be too upset with it. If I'm gonna pose it, I mean, just go back, look for yourselves, guys. Look at the photos of him holding the blaster, his saber. So awkward, so awkward. Like, nobody. Ray Park never looked like that. The animated series Maul ever looked like that. So awkward. Now, that being said, like I said, I'm buying it. I'm gonna get it. All right, I'm gonna get it. I think this absolutely trumps the solo version that's coming out. I think the solo version was in trouble, and when I announced it about a month or so, when I announced that they were coming with a Clone Wars version of Maul, I think I pretty much said the solo version is dead. I do not recommend buying the solo version over this, okay? I just don't. The Phantom Menace version is at the current stage my favorite of the three. The Phantom Menace version is great. Double jointed, everything, posability, dual heads. I mean, the DX-17 with the speeder and the whole thing. I just think that's a fantastic figure. If you can pick that one up, I would pick that one up. But this one, again, I'm gonna buy it because it's Clone Wars and it's a thing. But that's my rant about that. Now, they are giving us a sarcophagus, which if, based on photos and based on price points and all that kind of stuff, it's just the art box. It's a slip cover. There's not going to be any light up functions. I haven't seen where they announced any light up functions inside the box. I think that's some Photoshop trickery. It's cardboard. It's an art box. I don't know. They can take it or leave it for me on that one. But I like the fact that they're giving it to us. I think that's cool. Will I display it? Yeah, probably not. So, if you want to pre-order these, I'll put the links down below. You can pre-order these guys out. Collectors on, I believe, is already sold out of both of those figures, the Coruscant Guard and Darth Maul. But they're absolutely available at Sideshow Collectibles. And by the way, guys, if you pick up anything from Sideshow Collectibles, if you plan on picking up a statue or a 6-scale figure or whatever else, it would be awesome if you check out my links down below. It helps out the channel. Click on a little link that says Sideshow Collectibles. Just click on that. Helps out the channel whenever you decide to buy something. That would be amazing. So there's that. So we've got Antioc Spider, we've got Darth Maul and Clone Wars, we've got Coruscant Guard, and released is Commander Cody, and I have some thoughts on Commander Cody, okay? Commander Cody looks flipping brilliant. Super excited about that one, and I can't wait to get mine in hand in a couple months. So it's released in Hong Kong, and it'll be in the States maybe first of the year, depending on how fast they can get it here. Maybe in time for Christmas. That would be sick. But if you want to order that, again, there'll be some links down below for all these figures. There were some promo photos or some final issue photos, final release product photos, and let me find it here, of Cody. And in there, in the photos, they have some troopers in the background. If you have watched Clone Wars, you know we got Waxer and Boiled back there in the back. We got an Utapau airborne trooper back there as well. And I have studied these photos quite a lot, okay? Because I'm going, well, are they announcing that we're getting Clone Wars Waxer and Boil? Are we getting the airborne trooper, which they've teased us with already? Or did the photographer in this case use Sideshow clones? I think based on the photos, based on the paint apps, the coloring, the gloss versus non-gloss, the light reflections on the armor between Cody and the other figures. I think they're Sideshow figures. Now, I hope that we're gonna get them by Hot Toys, because then we can get Echo and Fives and all that kind of stuff. I think that'd be cool. But I think it might be a little too soon to jump up and down and say, oh, we're getting Waxer and Boyle and we're getting Airborne Trooper and all that kind of stuff from Hot Toys, because I think in these photos, I think they use Sideshow Troopers. Now, the other part of this, I think in the last episode with Qui-Gon, there were some battle droids, I think, in some of the photos. I think those were Sideshow droids as well. So, you know, I'm definitely excited about this. I actually bought 2 Commander Codys, and I went back and looked at my pre-orders, and I actually bought 2 Commander Codys, 2 Rexes, 4 Mandalorians, and obviously a pile of clone troopers and wait, you know, Star Wars is freaking, I'm in, man. I'm in. I'm excited. I don't know if you guys can tell this by watching my videos, but I flippin' love collecting 6-scale figures. I love posing them. I love displaying them. I enjoy the crap out of them. I really do. Yeah, I enjoy it, man. I've collected a lot of things, and there's nothing more that I enjoy more than 6-scale figures. I just don't. I mean, I've got Funko Pops and Black Series and Marvel Legends and even the G.I. Joe classified line. I got piles of those, but none of them. I'm telling you, I freaking love 6-scale stuff. So just, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so we've got Cody released in Hong Kong, should be coming soon. And we also have some other things that are going to be coming up. So let's go and talk about this. I got a collection update coming for you guys as well, so stay tuned for that. By the way, I guess I should throw this out there as a thing. If you are a member of the Collector's Own Cantina, which is their Facebook group, right now they have some kind of crazy code member bonus thing going on right now in the group. I'm not even going to try and explain it because I think there's like 8 different codes. I'll put a link to the Facebook group down below. If you haven't already joined that, I would highly recommend you do that. Find the post in the announcements and follow the instructions, because a Sideshow has also got some codes going on, which I'll tell you about here in a little bit. But Collector's Own's got their own thing going on, so you might want to check that out down below. So let's get into coming soon. Figures coming soon. Coming soon, all right? First one, Sideshow Collectibles on their YouTube page has a scheduled event for Unsealed and Revealed with Guy for the Tiger Suit Wolverine. So that's the figure they're releasing. That one's going to be coming out soon. So that's going to look good with the Magneto, if you got that one. They're doing a Cyclops. So this is going to be the Tiger Suit Wolverine. I think that one looks sick. They released a brown suit or brown and yellow suit Wolverine last year or so. That one sold out. People really like that figure. So if you want a Wolverine figure and you like the 90s animated X-Men and you like that Tiger Suit, you might want to pick up that figure. I'll put a link for it down below as well. So I think that one's pretty cool. They also announced, it wasn't by Sideshow, I guess it was Sideshow. I don't even know who made this. Ghostface. I don't follow horror stuff, and like just not something I enjoy, but I wanted to tell you about it. They announced up for pre-order right now with Collector's Own or Sideshow Collectibles. You can get the 6-scale Ghostface figure. And if you're into that kind of thing, go pick that up. That'd be cool too. It's not very expensive compared to other stuff. It's less than $200 and you can get that figure. So that's pretty cool. So, oh man, where am I gonna go from here? I have so much stuff here, guys. So much. All right, let's talk about this. So we talked about Collector's Own and their Cantina, the Facebook group, the Collector's Own Cantina. They're doing a rewards thing for the next week or so. They got 8 different codes. Go on there, follow instructions, do with that. Sideshow, between now and pretty much the end of the month. Now, here we've got NYCC, Sideshow Virtual Con 2.0 coming out. They're going to be dropping reward codes left and right. Then we're going to have, later in the month, we're going to have Spooktacular, which promises to be awesome because they're going to be giving away all kinds of crazy stuff, including reward points. So, what I would recommend you do, if you haven't already, find a Facebook group, Facebook Messenger group, rewards points sharing thing. There's no really good way to say that. I have created, to save you some trouble, in my own Facebook group, Jedha Patrol. In there is a post, and you can join our Facebook Messenger group chat where we are going to be sharing reward point codes. So we're going to point them in there, and you just get them. So if you are somebody who can't catch up on the live streams, or you can't catch up on their like newsletters and stuff like that, as soon as those reward codes are listed, you can put them in your account and go on down the road. Now, I warn you, if you join that chat, it is only for codes, no other conversations. It's not for emojis, it's not for gifts, it's not for anything like that. Codes only. So if you go in there and blow up the chat and 7,500 people get notifications, they're going to kick you out. So just mind the rules and you'll be good. But that's a great way to get a lot of rewards points and have other people in the community help you out. So link for that in the Facebook group down below. So there's that. Collector Zone's doing their thing, Sideshow's doing their thing. And let's go ahead and get into, there are some figures that are in stock right now that I think you should not pass on if you are collecting these genres, okay? There's some figures out there I think they're good deals on. And then there's some figures, and even a statue, I'm talking about a statue, that are going to last chance that are low stock. So these are your low stock warnings. Just go ahead and be ready to buy them if you were thinking about it, okay? First one I think you should not pass on is the Attack of the Clones Yoda, okay? Having owned the previous version from Empire and also owning the new version from Attack of the Clones, guys, this Attack of the Clones Yoda is every bit worth the money. So I would go pick that one up. It's not low stock or anything, but don't wait on that figure. It's gonna be a thing. The other one that's in stock right now is Sideshow, and again, there's links for all these figures down below to take you straight to them and save you some trouble. The Iron Man Mark 7, do not sleep on that figure. It is flipping gorgeous. It will be back in my collection very soon. The Mark 7, don't sleep on that one. The other one I think you shouldn't sleep on is the Infinity War Thanos. Right now, they've actually got that one for $30 off and free shipping. And free shipping on that figure is probably another $30 or $40. It's humongous. Beautiful piece. I own that one for a little while before moving more into Star Wars land, which clearly didn't really work very well. I have a Hulkbuster. So the Infinity War Thanos, if you want a Thanos, I really like that one. I'm pretty sure I did a video on it way back when, but I would pick those up. So Attack of the Clones Yoda, Iron Man Mark 7, probably the best Iron Man release to date, honestly, the Mark 7. And then the Infinity War Thanos, I would definitely pick that up. Going into Last Chance, so these are figures that are getting ready to sell out, okay? They're low stock, they're gonna be gone soon. Bucky from Infinity War. Bucky. That one's gonna be super awesome as well, so I would pick that up. If you're trying to get your Infinity War, or I don't think we're gonna get an in-game Bucky, so if you're doing an in-game display, probably need that Bucky. So I would go pick that up. Gellert Grindelwald from the Beast, Fantastic Beast, and Where to Find, I guess the second film. That one's out there. That one's got $20 off and free shipping right now. If you like Johnny Depp, you can pick that one up. That's a beautiful portrait. So I'll definitely pick that up. The Remnant Trooper, the Mandalorian Remnant Trooper, unfortunately, is waitlisted and out of here. The single Leia from Endor sold out. Gone, so that one's out of here. The Remnant Trooper, if you're able to get on waitlist, good luck with that one. I tried to warn you about it, so I hope you were able to pick one up maybe a week or two ago. And then this one, I didn't talk about this because this is not actually a 6 scale thing, but I think it bears, as I have more statues coming in, I feel like we should talk about this. But the Punisher premium format from Sideshow is on the Last Chance page, and I know Terry Smith has this piece, and it's freaking beautiful. I don't have a place for it in my collection, but you might have a place for it in yours. The exclusive is still available, but it's actually on Last Chance page, and currently they've got 50 bucks off of it. 50 bucks off of an exclusive. That's crazy. So if you're a Punisher fan, that piece looks beautiful. It's got like the skull portrait or face paint. It's got the bat, got the whole thing. It's beautiful. So I know that's not 6 scale, but it's awesome. I want to share it with you. Currently now shipping. All right, Mandalorian. Now I'm a little salty about this one because I have not yet received any shipping notice on my Mandalorian 6 scale figure, and other people have already received theirs. So I'm a little salty about that. But rest assured, when that figure shows up, we're gonna have some fun posing it. It's gonna be a blast. So I do have that coming in. If you want to pick that one up, I'll put it down below as well. It is shipping. So, you know, maybe I'll get mine soon. I bought 2 of them, so there's that. The Mark IV Iron Man holographic from SDCC is also in stock and shipping, so if you want to pick up an Iron Man, that would be cool. It's not a bad price. I think that's a pretty cool one as well. Incinerator Trooper, I got my email for that. Super excited for that. So I have a vision in my head for this thing. So I've got my Shock Trooper, the Incinerator Trooper's coming in, then we're gonna get some Coruscant Guards. I've got a Coruscant Guard helmet back there, and by the way, my buddy Terry got me something. For my birthday, he hooked me up with an Incinerator Trooper helmet, so I'm super stoked for this. So Terry, thank you, buddy. So I got this guy, and he's gonna look awesome with my Incinerator Trooper 6-scale figure when it shows up in about a week and a half, I guess, when it's gonna be showing up here. But this thing is super cool. So shout out to Terry for the hookup. Oh, okay, put that back there. So that's pretty awesome. And so Incinerator Trooper Mark IV, Mando shipping. I think speculation. Can we get into speculation? I think we're going to be getting an IG-11 soon. So I think that one might drop soon. It's supposed to drop between October and December, October, November, that ballpark. So I'm expecting to see some news on that. That would be pretty sick. And also, I think maybe for NYCC, guys, we got some and I want to know from you guys in the comment section down below, what do you want to see revealed from NYCC? Okay, mostly we see SDCC stuff, but NYCC, we might see some stuff. So I think we're going to see a Mace Windu. Now, hear me out with this. Okay, all of the holograms from all the Star Wars figures, all of the figures have been made, except for the ship from Phantom Menace. Qui-Gon, his little hologram of Mace Windu, I think we're gonna get it. So I'm 100% on board with that. If they just keep making prequel and Clone Wars figures, I will flip and buy them all. I'm excited for that one. So I hope you guys are as well. And what are your thoughts on that? I think they would absolutely nail a Mace Windu figure. I think that would be awesome. I'm just excited for that one. So I've talked about that. I think I got that. Collection update. Obviously, Hulkbuster came in. Mark 43 came in. Captain America Age of Ultron came in this week. Video coming very soon, if not tomorrow, probably tomorrow, on Leia and Wicket 2-pack. The single version of Leia has sold out at Sideshow. The 2-pack is still available. I'll put a link down below. Based on my initial, just looks at that particular 2-pack, it's flipping awesome. So I'm just going, it's my favorite Leia figure that I've owned to date. And I've owned, I think I've had all of them, but I think that one right now is currently my favorite that I've had. So I have a Sideshow speeder bike and a Scout speeder and all this stuff. I think that's probably my favorite Leia so far. And the Wicket is amazing. Do not pass on that Wicket. It's cute. It's cute. That's what I'm saying. Guys, as always, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Let me know what you like about these 6-scale news videos, unboxings. If you like all that kind of stuff, this is the place to be. Subscribe. We're on our way to 50,000, so that's going to be epic. Huge giveaway of 50,000. If you haven't already joined the Patreon and Facebook groups, you definitely want to do that. If you're on the Patreon, just letting you know, I just gave away, for the Patreon members, I just gave away a Hot Toys Hobo Luke Deluxe 6-scale figure. And the next figure giveaway is gonna be, I'm gonna tell you right now, we're giving away the 6-scale Mandalorian that I still don't have yet. We're gonna give one of those away to somebody out there in the Patreon land. So if you haven't already joined on that, definitely do that if you're interested and you want to support the channel. So guys, as always, collect what you like. See you next time.